One company is investing in the next generation of skilled trade workers.
That's right. KCAL News reporter Cara Fincham shows us how Harbor Freight Tools is helping high school students build a career.
Every Harbor Freight regular thinks they know what's coming in 2026, but they're dead wrong. The real transformation isn't about prices or products. It's something so fundamentally different that it breaks every rule of discount retail. And the craziest part? They're betting their entire $7 billion business on it. Harbor Freight is about to make some moves that'll shake up how you shop for tools. And honestly, it's about time. Here's the deal. They're finally ditching those hit-or-miss brands that made you feel like you were playing Russian roulette every time you bought a wrench. You know the ones I'm talking about. Warrior tools that lived up to their name by dying in battle after 3 uses. Chicago Electric that had about as much reliability as a weather forecast. Well, those days are numbered. Instead, Harbor Freight is doubling down on their heavy hitters, Hercules, Icon, and Bauer. These aren't your grandfather's bargain bin specials. They're actually built to last longer than a Hollywood marriage. But here's where it gets interesting. Rather than overwhelming you with 50 different versions of the same socket set, they're going with what I call the ice cream approach. Good, better, best. Simple as that. Think about it. When you walk into an ice cream shop, you don't want to stare at 200 flavors for 20 minutes. You want vanilla, chocolate, and maybe something fancy if you're feeling adventurous. Same logic here. This change isn't just about making shopping easier, though that's a nice bonus. Those old legacy lines were causing nearly 40% of returns. 40%. That's like having 4 out of every 10 tools come back with their tail between their legs. The new approach means fewer headaches for everyone. You get tools that actually work. They deal with fewer angry customers. And your garage stops looking like a graveyard for broken equipment. Plus, they're backing these new lines with lifetime warranties and return policies that don't require a law degree to understand. When a company puts their money where their mouth is like that, you know they're serious about quality. But wait until you see what they're doing with the actual look and feel of these tools. But wait, there's more than just fewer confusing choices on the shelves. Harbor Freight is getting a complete makeover that'll make your old toolbox look like it belongs in a black and white movie. You know how your grandson's gaming setup has more colors than a Vegas casino? Well, Harbor Freight got the memo. Their U.S. General Tool line is ditching that boring industrial look for something that'll actually make you smile when you walk into your garage. We're talking purple, green, and gray, finishes that pop like a fresh coat of paint on a classic car. And here's the kicker. These aren't just pretty faces. The new toolboxes come with built-in lighting systems. No more squinting in dim garages or holding a flashlight between your teeth like some kind of dental patient from hell. Plus, they've added actual security locks that work better than the ones on most front doors. The real game changer? They're rolling out tools that nobody else keeps in stock. 15,000-pound winches sitting right there on the shelf. Heavy-duty truck jacks that don't require a 3-week shipping wait. It's like they finally figured out that real projects need real equipment, not just the basic stuff. Now, I've been tinkering in garages since Nixon was president. And let me tell you, these new ergonomic grips are a godsend for anyone whose hands aren't what they used to be. Harbor Freight actually listened to complaints about arthritis and hand fatigue. Makes sense, right? Their biggest customers aren't 20-year-olds with superhuman grip strength. The limited edition colors are flying off shelves faster than hot cakes at a church breakfast. Electric blue toolboxes? Sparkling red? Collectors are snatching them up like they're vintage baseball cards. Well, all these shiny new tools and fancy colors sound expensive. But here's where Harbor Freight's pricing strategy gets interesting. and maybe a little tricky. While Harbor Freight once prided itself on flat pricing nationwide, those days are shifting faster than a dropped wrench rolls under your workbench. Cross-border supply hiccups and rising costs are pushing the company toward region-based pricing. Makes sense, right? Well, this means shoppers might notice some variations between stores. But here's the kicker. Digital price displays and loyalty programs will help you spot the best deals without playing detective across 3 counties. Think airline tickets. Prices shift based on where and when you shop, but smart buyers still find bargains. The difference? Harbor Freight's system ensures deals pop up regularly, unlike airlines that seem determined to empty your retirement fund. Now, older Americans who love coupons, don't panic yet. You're getting a new mix of digital and print savings, and staff will be trained to help with both. No more squinting at tiny QR codes while your reading glasses play hide and seek. But here's what really matters. The company plans to keep base prices within 5% of 2024 levels for most top-selling items. That's despite global inflation hitting everything from lumber to lunch meat. Flash sales and monthly specials continue, but those super coupon mailers might change form. More emphasis on loyalty points means your frequent visits actually pay off, like a frequent flyer program that doesn't require actual flying. The weird part is how this pricing strategy might actually benefit patient shoppers. Instead of one massive coupon day creating stampedes, smaller targeted discounts spread throughout the month could mean better availability and less chaos. And let's not forget, digital receipts automatically sync with warranty registrations now. No more fishing through desk drawers for that crumpled paper when your drill decides to retire early. These pricing changes might feel different at first, but they're designed to reward loyalty while keeping tools affordable. Speaking of rewards, the real game changer comes with how Harbor Freight plans to completely overhaul their customer service approach. Nobody likes dealing with warranty claims that feel like solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. Well, Harbor Freight finally got the memo. They're rolling out lifetime warranty coverage on their fancy new lines like Icon and Hercules. But here's the kicker. No more jumping through hoops like a circus poodle. Bring in your busted tool, and they'll swap it out faster than your grandkid can text LOL. The real game changer? Live consultation events in every store. Remember when you actually talked to people instead of screaming at chatbots? Those days are coming back. Face-to-face help for your projects, no appointment needed. I'll be honest, I once spent 45 minutes on hold trying to return a drill that worked about as well as a chocolate teapot. Never again. The new system ditches most paperwork, too. Staff will walk you through everything, which is perfect if you're tired of filling out forms that ask for your mother's maiden name just to return a screwdriver. But wait, there's more. Those live demonstrations and how-to days are expanding everywhere. Think of it like cooking shows, but instead of making soufflés, you're learning why your circular saw keeps cutting crooked lines. Here's why this matters. 85% of customer complaints since 2023 were about slow warranty responses. That's like having a fire department that shows up next Tuesday. Harbor Freight realized they needed to fix this before customers started shopping elsewhere. The beauty is combining everything under one roof. Warranties, returns, and actual human beings who shake hands instead of sending auto-reply emails. It's almost revolutionary in today's world. They're betting that being approachable matters more than being the absolute cheapest. Smart move, considering most folks would rather pay slightly more for service that doesn't make them want to throw tools at the wall. Speaking of smart moves, the technology upgrades they're planning might surprise you even more. Here comes the part that might make you scratch your head. Harbor Freight is diving headfirst into the tech pool. And honestly, it's about time. Their new store app isn't just another digital paperweight cluttering your phone. This thing actually works. Real-time inventory checks mean no more driving 20 minutes to find out they're sold out of the wrench set you needed. Makes sense, right? But here's where it gets interesting. Those barcode scanners on your phone? They're like having a know-it-all nephew in your pocket, minus the attitude. Point your camera at any tool, and boom, detailed specs, customer reviews, and compatibility info pop up instantly. No more guessing if that drill bit fits your driver. Well, some locations are testing something called smart carts. Now, before you roll your eyes thinking this is some Silicon Valley nonsense, hear me out. These carts track what you toss in while you shop. They tally your total, highlight promotions you might miss, and suggest add-ons for your project. It's like having a shopping buddy who actually knows tools instead of just nodding along. And the weird part is, older folks who usually run from anything with a screen are loving the convenience. You can still get that traditional face-to-face help if tech makes you nervous. Nobody's forcing you to become a computer wizard overnight. Digital receipts automatically sync with warranty registrations too. Remember those shoebox collections of crumpled receipts? Those days are numbered. Everything gets tracked digitally, making warranty claims smoother than a fresh jar of peanut butter. The app even sends seasonal alerts. Need automotive essentials before winter hits? Your phone knows. Planning a spring deck project? Perfect timing for power tool bundle notifications. Then there's the personalized savings suggestions. The system learns what you buy and suggests deals that actually matter to your projects. No more sifting through offers for stuff you'll never use. But all this digital wizardry raises an important question about how these changes affect the people who make Harbor Freight special. Harbor Freight is turning every store into something that feels more like a community college workshop than just another retail space. And honestly, it's about time. Starting this year, every single location will host hands-on workshops that go way beyond the usual, "here's how you hold a hammer" nonsense. We're talking real projects. Basic home repairs for the folks who've been putting off fixing that squeaky door for 3 years. Advanced automotive work for the weekend warriors who want to change their own brake pads without calling their nephew for help. Here's what caught my attention. They're finally addressing the elephant in the room. Demonstration days will showcase actual safety techniques. Not the boring lecture kind, but the "here's why my buddy Eddie ended up with a purple thumb" storytelling that actually sticks. But the clever part? They're designing workshops specifically for older customers. Slower pace, better lighting, more comfortable seating between demonstrations. No rushing through 15 steps in 10 minutes like some hyperactive YouTube video. The real game changer is tool maintenance workshops. Let's be honest, most of us buy tools, use them until they barely work, then wonder why our projects look like they were assembled during an earthquake. These sessions will teach you how to keep that circular saw cutting straight, and your drill bits sharp enough to actually drill instead of just making sad grinding noises. Then there's the guest expert events, professional contractors sharing tricks they've learned over decades. Product launches where you can actually test tools before buying them. Limited-time trials that let you figure out if that fancy orbital sander is worth the upgrade or just marketing fluff. Makes sense, right? Instead of wandering the aisles wondering if this wrench set will actually work for your project, you can learn from people who've made every possible mistake already. Well, speaking of mistakes, let's talk about how Harbor Freight's loyalty program changes might save you from making some expensive ones. Harbor Freight's Inside Track Club is getting the biggest makeover since sliced bread got individually wrapped. And trust me, if you're the type who still has your original membership card from 2010, you're going to love what's coming. The points system? Completely overhauled. Instead of earning one measly point per dollar, members now rack up rewards faster than my neighbor collects garden gnomes. We're talking tiered rewards that actually mean something. Bronze, silver, and gold levels with perks that make your wallet happy. But here's where it gets interesting. Your past purchases now work like a crystal ball. Buy a drill? The system remembers and sends you battery deals. Purchase automotive tools? Expect oil change kit offers to pop up right when you need them. It's like having a shopping buddy who never forgets what you bought 6 months ago. Early access shopping days are rolling out nationwide. Picture this. While everyone else is fighting crowds on Saturday morning, club members get first dibs on new arrivals Thursday evening. Those limited edition tool chests in electric blue? Gone before regular customers even knew they existed. The real game changer involves warranty integration. Your membership card now links directly to every tool you've purchased. Broken ratchet? No more digging through junk drawers for receipts. The system knows exactly when you bought it and covers you instantly. Flash sales are getting smarter too. Instead of random Wednesday specials, members receive targeted offers based on seasonal needs. Spring brings lawnmower discounts. Winter delivers snowblower deals. Makes sense, right? These member-only surprise discounts hit differently now. We're talking genuine savings on tools you actually want, not just clearance items nobody bought. The app sends notifications for deals matching your project history. No more scrolling through hundreds of irrelevant offers. Well, the workshop priority booking seals the deal. Members reserve spots in popular classes before general registration opens, because nothing beats learning proper technique from someone who won't judge your previous DIY disasters.